The phone rang at 1:14 a.m., and the screen showed his own number calling him. He stared at it, waiting for it to stop, convinced it was a glitch. It didn't. The vibration buzzed against the nightstand, steady and patient, like it knew he was awake. He checked again. Same number. Same contact name. Himself. When he answered, the line was silent for 3 seconds. Then his own voice spoke. "Don't hang up," it said calmly. His heart slammed so hard he felt dizzy. The voice sounded exactly like him, not distorted, not robotic. It even breathed the same way he did when he was nervous. He asked who it was, but the voice interrupted, sharper now. "You don't have much time. Listen carefully." The call timer froze at midnight. The clock on the wall stopped ticking. Even the hum of the refrigerator vanished, leaving the apartment wrapped in unnatural silence. The voice continued, steady and controlled. "Someone is going to knock on your door in 4 minutes. Do not open it." He laughed, weak and disbelieving, but the voice cut him off again. "You're standing near the window. Your left hand is shaking. You haven't slept properly in 3 nights." Every detail was correct. He stepped away from the window. The voice reacted instantly. "Good. Stay away from the door." A soft sound echoed through the apartment hallway. Not a knock. Footsteps. Slow. Careful. The voice lowered. "That's earlier than last time." "Last time," he whispered. The call crackled, like something adjusted the line. "This has happened before. You just don't remember it?" The footsteps stopped outside his door. His phone buzzed again, showing another incoming call from his own number, trying to connect while he was still on the line. The voice grew urgent. "You're receiving a parallel call. Do not answer it." The doorknob turned slightly, just enough to make the metal click. "What happens if I hang up?" he asked. A long pause followed. When his voice returned, it sounded tired. "Then I stop existing. And you start answering questions you don't understand." The knocking began. Slow. Deliberate. 3 taps. The voice whispered, "No matter what you hear next, stay on the line." The knocking grew louder, more confident, as if whoever stood outside had learned something. He backed away from the door, phone pressed tightly to his ear. The voice on the line breathed out slowly, steadying itself. "Good. You're following instructions better this time." "This time?" he asked again, panic tightening his chest. "Yes," the voice replied. "We usually lose you right about now." The second incoming call disappeared. The phone felt warmer in his hand, almost alive. The voice continued speaking, faster now, like it was racing something unseen. "You need to understand something. This isn't a prank. It's a correction." The lights flickered. His reflection in the dark television screen moved a half-second too late. The voice noticed before he did. "Don't look at reflective surfaces. It learns faster that way." The knocking stopped abruptly. Silence pressed against the apartment door. Then came a sound that made his stomach drop. His own voice, muffled through the door, calling his name gently, exactly the way he did when trying not to scare someone. "That's not me," the voice on the phone said quickly. "No matter how convincing it sounds." "What is it?" he whispered. "An echo," the voice answered. "Leftover data. It needs permission to replace you." The handle turned again, harder this time. The lock held. The voice lowered. "You're going to receive another call in 10 seconds. It will sound calmer than me. More reasonable. It will promise answers." The phone vibrated immediately. "Incoming call, me." He stared at it, thumb hovering. The voice on the line spoke urgently. "If you answer that call, you authorize the overwrite." The door rattled violently now, shaking the frame. The voice outside laughed softly, using his laugh. "You're being rude," it said through the door. "We just want to talk." "Why do you sound scared?" he asked the voice on the phone. "Because I remember what happens next," it replied. "And you don't." The wall seemed to lean inward, listening. His phone screen glitched, briefly showing a live camera feed from inside his apartment. He saw himself standing there, phone to his ear, eyes wide with fear, except the feed was delayed, repeating movements he hadn't made yet. The voice whispered, "We don't have much time. You need to decide which version of you answers first." The knocking stopped. Both calls rang. He declined the second call. The ringing stopped instantly. The apartment fell silent again, but this time the silence felt different, heavier, satisfied. The voice on the phone exhaled slowly. "Good. You chose continuity." The door stopped shaking. The handle relaxed. Outside, footsteps retreated down the hallway, slow and disappointed. He slid down against the wall, shaking. "What happens now?" he asked. "Now we stabilize," the voice replied. The call timer started moving again, counting upward as if time had restarted. The lights returned to normal brightness. The voice spoke more calmly, like a professional explaining a procedure. "You're the active instance. I'm the archived one." "That doesn't make sense." "It doesn't have to," the voice said. "It just has to work." His phone buzzed with a notification. A calendar event appeared, synchronization complete. He didn't remember creating it. The voice continued. "They try again every few years. Usually when you're tired. Distracted. Easier to convince." "Who?" he asked. The voice paused. "The system." The word sent a chill through him. "What system?" "The one that makes sure nothing breaks," the voice replied. "People disappear. Files lock. Numbers call themselves. That's how it keeps things balanced." The apartment door clicked softly, unlocking itself. The voice noticed instantly. "Don't open it." "Not yet." The phone camera activated without his input. On the screen, he saw the hallway outside his apartment. Empty. Clean. Normal. Too normal. A shadow moved at the end of the hall, then vanished. "You won't remember this in the morning," the voice said gently. "That's part of the process." "I don't want to forget," he said. A sad smile crept into the voice. "I said that too." The call began to distort, breaking into static. "They're closing the channel. I can't stay much longer." "Wait," he said. "What happens to you?" The voice softened. "I stay on the line. In case you ever need me again." The screen dimmed. The voice whispered one last sentence. "If you ever see your number calling in daylight, don't answer." The call ended. His phone returned to normal. No missed calls. No call history. The apartment was quiet. Safe. Too safe. Morning came without incident. He woke up on the couch, phone resting beside him, battery fully charged. No memory of panic. No memory of knocking. Just a vague sense of unease that faded as the day went on. He went to work. He answered emails. He lived normally. That night, at exactly 1:14 a.m., his phone buzzed. "Incoming call, me." He frowned, confused. He didn't remember saving a contact like that. He almost declined it, almost. Something about the timing felt important. Familiar. He answered. "Don't hang up," a voice said. His voice. A cold realization settled in his chest as memories flooded back, door shaking, double calls, echoes learning how to sound human. The voice continued, "Urgent now. Listen carefully. Someone is going to knock on your door in 4 minutes. His heart raced. You said I wouldn't remember. I didn't, the voice replied. You did. The lights flickered. The clock stopped ticking. Somewhere down the hallway, footsteps began to move. The system was trying again. And this time, he was ready to answer.